Hello. Hi, Disha. Hello, Riyaj.
Good
Can
evening,
you hear
sir.
me?
Yes.
Hi, Sushil.
Hello.
Good. Hi, Manshi. Elson, how are you? Videos, guys, videos. Okay. Good to see you. Yes. Who is starting with the first question? How are you guys? क्या update last week का? No update? Vacation mode?
I just started last. I think it's fourth day, so I do not have right now questions, but I'm here to listen others maybe
Okay.
doubts that will be beneficial, right?
Did you start with the course?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. ठीक है. Where did you reach अभी तक?
Today I just made a sample one with my company's data and I present to finance, so they are very much impressed. It's a starting, I can say that within fourth day. Thank you.
See, if these kind of experiences you face, like you experience in the beginning, then that will keep you moving.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a good start, very good start actually. Okay. चलिए. Okay, guys, who is going with the questions? Disha, क्या चल रहा है? Are you back
Sir,
from India?
yeah, I traveled on Sunday, so I couldn't attend the session which you took. There's a data sheet which I was working, which I discussed with you. So basically, that data sheet consists of 9 delivery drivers whose time and temperature is being recorded.
Hmm.
Power BI is not used in my company as such, but then I created different graphs. I used the filter not as a slicer, but putting the filter in the side column, and I was able to get the analysis. And the first time I did, it was difficult, but then next time I just had to refresh the data and it was done.
Bas,
The
that's it.
company still doesn't know the secret how I'm giving reports so quickly.
Tell them that I will take 2, 3 days whenever you want me. Is it a monthly report or weekly or daily?
It is supposed to be a weekly report, but then because
Ah,
this is all new for me, I'm submitting it to them on, sorry, it is supposed to be a monthly report, but because it's new, I'm submitting on weekly basis.
ओके ठीक है. ठीक है. गुड. गुड प्रोग्रेस. हाय दिनेश, कैसे हो? क्या चल रहा है?
Hi, how are you? A long time no see.
यस यस. व्हाट्सअप.
Last week Sunday I was also traveling, so I could not make to the class. But whenever Akhilesh takes a class, I must be on it. So
बट आई डोंट अनाउंस व्हेन आई टेक. ओके, सो यू
I
शुड
know.
अटेंड.
I want to be in every class. Your class is also interesting. Not that others are not interesting, but because I know you, I thought better we
Today I
join.
am here because Vineet's laptop got corrupted. Okay, so
Okay.
he's still on Microsoft support, like on call with Microsoft support team,
Okay.
and that's why I am here to take care
Okay.
of you.
Okay.
चलेगा
Thank you.
चलेगा. But go and watch the recordings of the last session. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was posted on the WhatsApp. It was, I think, 2 days back. Or
Yes, yes.
yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
watch that. It is really like interesting in terms of interactivity.
Sure. Yeah.
Sheikh, you also attended on Sunday, right? Riyaj?
No, no, I haven't attended the last.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay. Anyways, let's start with today's session, guys. We have funny also. Funny. Shruti, I have not seen you earlier. Can you switch on the video? Mrinal, hi Mrinal, how are you?
Hi, Akhilesh.
हाय हाय हाय. चलिए, सवाल नहीं है कि चिट-चैट ही करना है बाकी लोगों को. No one is
Sir,
asking.
Funny here.
Yes, hi Funny, how are you? After a long time, I think it's an year now, right?
Almost. Yeah.
Almost. We connected in August earlier. So he's from like initial days of our e-learning, like portal when we started. Good. Sushil has shared a file. Let's go through that file. Sushil, what is the question about this file? I am unable to enter intervals.
Okay, this is company data. I'm unable to export and all. I took this just a picture.
Okay,
from
one more
mobile.
thing, guys. Whenever you are asking question related to your company's data, make sure that it is already sanitized for the confidential information. Okay. Generally, in these cases, what people do, they keep the structure same. They can change the information. They can multiply the numbers with some random number. Okay, and then you present it. Don't come to me again and again asking that can you trim that particular portion and all, because it's really difficult for our team to take care of that later on. Okay. So question पूछिए, but prepare for that question also. And if it is generic data, then it's fine. You can share it. Okay, but don't later on complain to us that भाई मेरा data किसी ने किसी को दिखा दिया, ये दिखा दिया. भाई, it is for all of you, right? This is a group session, so it has to go out. Okay. हाँ जी. Sushil, continue please.
Yeah, this I am unable to add more intervals in x-axis actually. If you see this
interval,
picture.
can you share your screen where Excel, Power BI किस की बात कर रहे हो आप?
In the group में डाला actually. 1 second now.
हाँ, so it will be easier if you can share the screen.
1 second, it is rotated also.
Which group you posted data analysis using Power BI, right?
Yeah. In the Zoom.
Zoom also. Zoom, there is a PDF, right?
Yeah, PDF ही है, that's what I'm saying. So
PDF ये ठीक है. Screenshot.
And share screen is better. Yeah, share screen is
Yeah,
better.
can you share the screen? It is still downloading, so it's take time. Maybe you can open the same PDF and then.
yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, because the PDF didn't got downloaded. कुछ issue है उसमें. Until then, others please.
Zoom actually मैं ज़्यादा use करता नहीं. Screen sharing option कहाँ पर आएगा?
Middle में आता है green button up arrow. अच्छा, आपका ये ब्यूटीफुल चार्ट. ओके, गुड. अरे यार, स्क्रीन दिखाओ ना इसके लिए.
अरे यार, इसका share, okay.
हाँ, शेयर.
Share desktop.
शेयर एंड फर्स्ट आइकन, जो भी होता है फर्स्ट आइकन. When you click on share, there are multiple icons. So you need to click on the first icon, entire screen. Okay. Is it done?
Oh, access नहीं है actually, saying you need to quit and reopen.
Okay, chalo. I am showing the PDF. It's open with me now. Ask your question on this PDF. What is the question? First of all, how to rotate this PDF? This one. Okay. Huh. What is the question?
Yeah.
Can you see my
If you
screen?
yeah, if you see x-axis, it is only showing option of 0, 500,000. So, but data is actually between 500 and 1,000 also. It is very close data. So I thought maybe if I can have intervals of maybe 100, but there is no any. I couldn't find any option to add more intervals actually.
Okay, so for adding the intervals, first of all, what are these different sections? Did you add something in that small chart, something like that, mini charts? There is a section, right?
Yeah, that's why I have 4 different club together in single actually.
Okay, so the x-axis is x-axis or y-axis. It is all like dependent on the space which is available. Okay, so I think you have kept one field which is small multiples. Okay, and that is
Yeah.
showing run 10 BASF, run 11 BASF, and 12 and
Yeah,
13.
so
So you
yeah.
remove that, it will get wider space, and then this 0 to 500 or 1,000 will become like more granular.
No, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to see all the 4 together actually on the same same. I mean to know which number is higher in which run. So
नहीं, but space का issue है sir. If
manually
space,
I cannot choose, right? I
Manually,
couldn't find anything.
manually you cannot choose. And what I was telling you earlier, I will share a chart over here. Let's take something which is already there. Overview. Okay. Let's take this chart. Okay. And what is this? This is sales. And we have head count and all. Let me remove it. This is the chart, and our y-axis, x-axis are also enabled. Y-axis, x-axis is there, y-axis is not there. Okay. So you might, what I was saying is that 0 to 50, and you want to break it further. This is only possible when space is possible. और कोई तरीका नहीं है इसका. Now you can see it is in the intervals of 20 million. When I reduce this space, it is like this. What you have done, each country, okay, you have done like this. And here in the small multiples, I think you have added something. So which is splitting the same chart again.
Yeah,
and again.
because of 4 different runs, I mean, I wanted to see together.
So let's say if I add customer type into this, it gets splitted into for each customer type.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
That's
visual is
one,
little
that's
different
one.
other one. So
ठीक है. So if you can increase the size of the chart, overall chart, then it will adjust. Okay. Otherwise, it will be difficult. मुश्किल है. Now there are other possibilities also. Okay. What can be done? Let's say if this was there, and do you see this icon? This third one? Yes, no? Is it visible, guys? Others?
Yes, visible,
If
visible.
it is visible,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
go there and you can add some constant lines. You can add a dedicated constant line that I want to add a line. Okay. And what should be the value? Here I can put, so let's say this is coming 0, 20, and 40. I want to add a line on 30. Maybe that is my requirement. So I will add here 30 million something. That's how many zeros? One more.
6.
I got one more line. So if that is my ask, maybe I will go to the formatting and I will say that y-axis, I don't want your lines because they are coming automatically. I want my lines. तो मैं अपनी lines खुद बना सकता हूँ. That is another way. So the easier way would be solve the space issue. And little bit manual way is you go to this and add some constant lines, whatever number of lines you are asking. But the problem with this method is that whenever your magnitude changes for the original data, then you will have to readjust these lines again, all of them. That is the challenge. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have one suggestion. Maybe
Yes.
he can look at line chart because you know, a trend line across various you know, comparisons. Yeah, that could help maybe. Because you know there are so many lines
Try
across.
if that works, but सब में space का issue आएगा. Okay. If the space is less, obviously Power BI will be broader. If space is more, it will go little bit more details. ठीक है. Try it out. दूसरे charts भी try करो and it might work out.
Okay. एक
Next
और
question.
question actually. This I have one
Yes.
more question. Second
Yes,
question
yes.
is all my data now. Because the numbers are big, most of the numbers are big. I don't want decimal numbers. Every time I add this data into visual, I have to go individually and then remove the decimals actually. Can there be some default setting? You start without decimals and then if required, I can add.
Okay. So where do you remove the decimals?
I go to this select individual something, right? When you
You select the field.
No, I go to the second tab of the visualization,
Okay, this one
and then
format.
there is a option call. I select column or something. Some option is there.
Yeah, you can go for columns, data labels. It
Maybe
is, right?
maybe not coming for bar graph. Maybe for the other one, it will
Yeah, for
come.
tables, it will come in the columns. Okay. But
Yeah.
for columns, it will be, sorry, for this chart, it will be in the value section inside data labels. This is data labels. Okay. So this is changing the decimals on the chart itself. Okay. Here 60 is there. I want to show 60.1 or 2 or whatever it is. Okay.
Yeah, auto. I don't want actually auto actually. So
So then if you don't want auto, you have to like set it yourself. Okay. And what I generally do, okay, I don't want to set it in every chart. So the first chart which I create, I spend a lot of time on that. Whatever formatting, data labels, auto, not auto, thousands. And then I always copy paste that to create something new. So that I
yeah,
don't have to
setting.
reset
Okay.
those settings again and again for each chart. Okay. That is one of the trick which I generally follow. Okay. And for the decimals and all, if it is related to the field, let's say sales field, you don't want decimals in any chart. So I would appreciate, I would suggest that you select the field, you decide that I don't want a decimal here. So I will click on the comma formatting if that is required. And I don't want these decimals. So I will keep the decimals to be 0. Now, how this will help? You are not setting it on the chart. At least this field, wherever it will be used, it will not show decimals by default. And if you want to tweak it, you can tweak it on that chart at that moment. Okay. So changing the field formatting is better if you have to reuse it again and again. Okay. 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 Next questions. Who is next? Afroz, iPhone, Sheon. Hello, Prashant, Georgie, Arvind. Next question.
So when Power BI auto detects summation of something, for example, summation of sales in the sheet, how do we change it to actual numbers?
Actual numbers. Okay, so you don't want to summarize it.
No.
Why?
So for the temperatures, when I'm putting it, when I'm adding average temperature, it is automatically calculating sum of average temperature. I don't want sum of average temperature. I want the actual readings to show on the graph.
So let's say I am bringing this quantity and in this table. Okay, it has given me sum. If I click here, it has given me sum. But if you don't want the summation, average, या जो भी है, you want it as it is, then you can select this don't summarize option.
Okay.
So this will give you the full list in the column, whatever it was.
And the same applies for bar graph or
Yes, it
column.
applies for other things also. Okay. Numeric part, because generally it will summarize the numeric thing. Okay.
Okay.
So in that numeric part, if it is the bar chart or column chart, go to y-axis or x-axis section, wherever the value is placed.
Okay.
Okay. And if you don't want your field to be summarized at all, okay, कभी use ही नहीं करना है mathematically. Okay. You can select the field itself. And then here, let me open the menu properly. Here, do you see summarization for this field is sum by default.
Okay.
Here I can change it to don't summarize, and then it will never be summarized in any chart in this report.
Okay.
Okay, it depends on the nature of the column, because sometimes you might want to see the average of those averages which are there on the day by day. Okay, so हमेशा करने का शायद that's not the right approach in this case, but this is also another option.
Okay.
Next.
Akhilesh, I have a question, Akhilesh.
Hi Priya, how are you?
Hi, good. We have different SKUs, and each and every SKU has got its own packaging, which means like 100 blades in a card, 200 blades in a card. So, as a common unit of measure, what we do is we always represent in lakh packets.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in this case, should it be a part of the data set as a separate column, or we can use the measure to do this calculation? Which will be better?
Both can be done. Measure is always efficient, okay, if you can do it that way. But initially, maybe because of lack of like knowledge of all the functions and capabilities, you might find it difficult to do it in measure. So go for a column. So what I believe is that you must be having the SKU quantity in your transaction
Yes,
table.
correct.
Okay. And because SKU quantity depends on, if I show you this table itself, you will be able to relate very easily. So here, SKU quantity is 100. But there may be a product which is 330 ml 24 bottles. So it is actually 24 bottles which I am selling in this.
Correct.
2400 bottles, right?
Yes.
330 into 24 into whatever is the actual volume of water. And then you want to consider that how many liters of water was sold in overall. And for you,
Correct.
packets. So what
Yes.
you do? How did if let's say this liter is not there here and it is there somewhere in my product. So I will have to do something like sum product in Excel. There is a function known as sum product. Okay. Let me show it to you. Not through this. Let's create a new one. I will show you this data and then you will be able to relate what I'm asking. So there's this 35 master file and there's this 35 sales file. Okay. Let me open both of them. Here. So we have the product file. Product code is there. Product file, product code is there. And how many liters are there in that for each product? So this product is having 18.9 liter in total. This product is having 1 gallon, 6 bottles, so 22.7 liters. Okay, so this is what we want to import into our sales table. And how does the sales table look? Let me show you the other file also. Sales table is like this. They don't have anywhere liters, only quantity is mentioned. So whatever is this product code, I need to multiply this 2 with the respective volume of water in 1 unit of that particular SKU. Right, Priya? This is what you also do.
Correct.
Okay.
So
how to do it inside Power BI rather than doing it in Excel side. So let's try that. I will close this. I will close this and I will import both of them into a Power BI model. So first one is Excel. Desktop, Doubt Sessions. $34 sales. That's my sales transform data. Okay, so this is your sales data. And to keep it simple, let me remove other things. invoice number and all. And I want to keep only quantity, sales, costs, S&D, these things. I'm just deleting for simplicity purpose. Okay, so these are our date-wise, which product is getting sold and how many units of that SKU or product are getting sold. That's one table. When I close and apply, that will give me my table. Others, be ready with your questions. Okay, this is done. Now let us also import that product master, which is another Excel file, 35 masters. Product master, transform data. And here also category, subcategory, product name, these are there. Liter is there, price is there. Okay, let's keep everything and simply load it. So product master is also there. Now, because there are two tables, we need to link them together. What is the basis of linking here?
Product code.
Product code. So here we have product code, here we have product, both of them are same. I will link them. It is showing me sample. Okay, that's good. Click on save. So this is done. Now, look here. One method is, this is my sales data. And I would like to bring the liters over here per unit, and then I can multiply it. That's how we do. We will first VLOOKUP in Excel and then multiply it, and then whatever we want to do after that, it's easy. That's the route. But how do I bring that volume or price or whatever I want to multiply it with here? Because it's there in the other table. So anyone who has gone through the course, okay, can you suggest?
Merge option.
Merge is there, but in terms of formulas, anything? Dinesh, Pani, Minal?
Don't know.
It's relate, I think. No?
Yes, very good.
Yes.
So we can use this new column and we can say related. We can say, I want a column and that will give me liters or whatever you want to bring from the function name is related. And as soon as you type this function, it will show all the possible related columns from the other tables. And we were looking for this column. Same way you can bring the price also if you want to calculate the total sales amount. Okay. And now after that, you can create maybe a third column, which is this multiplied by this, and that will give you the total number of liters sold in that transaction.
Okay.
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 And then you can
Understood.
add that, but wait. And let me create that also so that you will understand the difference. I'm creating a third column where I am saying total liters, something like that. And it is quantity multiplied by liter column. Okay. So this will be 792 liters. And like that, many other products will have different numbers. Okay. Now let's come to the result. So this is the total liters. $70 million something. Font. Okay. So font size is 70 million. So that's one way. But to reach this column, we have done a lot of multiplication, 2 columns addition to the model. In place of this, I can write a formula also. I can write a formula using a measure. And the formula name is sum x. Sum x is equivalent of your sum product in Excel. So what I'm saying, my total liters or total volume, I need to change the names because it will be confusing otherwise. Function name is sum x. Then it says which table you want to do the calculation. And the table name is sales data. Then it is asking, what do you want to do? What do you want to multiply or divide, whatever you want to do within that table. So I was actually taking the column quantity and I was multiplying it with column liter. Right? This is what I was doing. So I am saying that go in that table, multiply quantity and liters line by line, and then take this sum. That is the meaning of this formula. And the result which we are getting is let me edit here also. Exactly the same thing. So this means that I don't need this column where I did the multiplication manually inside the table, because if I do the multiplication inside the table, I'm actually doing it 83,000 times for each line, while the measure is doing it virtually somewhere. Even better, let me show you how you can even make it faster. Quantity was there in that table, but how did you get this liters? You used a function, right? So let us write that function here itself, related, and we use this one. Press enter. My result is still unchanged. So what I mean to say is, we don't need this liters, which is per SKU, how much volume you have. We don't need this multiplication also. We can still calculate our total volume like that using a measure. Based on your current knowledge, you can initially go, okay, no problem. Let me add new columns. That's fine. This, and then I will create summation of that. But once you keep practicing it, you won't need these 2 columns and you will still be able to get your total volume. Okay. So all this is there in our maybe section 4, related function, calculated sum x, all these things are there in section 4. Okay, Priya?
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Next question.
So I have shared an Excel file with you
Yeah.
when on Zoom.
Okay.
When we had discussed it before, you said this would be easier to do in Power BI. Can you just show how to do it on Power BI?
But I forgot what you asked me that time. So
Uh,
you will have to take me through it again.
okay.
Just a minute. I'm downloading it. Yeah.
There are other sheets also in that file.
Okay. Explain me this table first.
So the first column is driver's name, wherein we have 9 different drivers, so all the names are there. They have vans, chiller vans, but then their vans are not same on all delivery days. So one day Daniel will have one at 70, next time he'll have some other van. Then is their delivery timing, so what time the first drop was done, what time the last drop was done, and throughout the delivery, what was the temperature.
Okay.
So this is there for every day drop. The way we analyze the report is we take the average temperature, the start temperature and end temperature to understand if the food was safe for consumption throughout the delivery or not.
Okay, so you're having week 1, week 2, week 3 for
Yes.
people, right?
Yes, for same people. And then
Okay.
next to it, I have done pivot table, but pivot table was
What is
just
this?
to make, that is the analysis of to send it to the logistic department that,
First, you combined it vertically using manual, right? Manual
yeah,
data.
yeah.
You combined it
This
vertically.
is from pivot table, a combination of all the pivot tables.
Is this a pivot table?
No, this is just a combination of all the pivot tables. So copy paste of pivot table.
Copy paste of pivot tables.
Mm.
But for the pivot table, where is the data? You must be the data somewhere, right?
If you go to week 2,
Week 2. This one. This is
No.
also, yeah, this is a pivot table.
this is the data, and next to it
No,
you'll
this is
see
not the
this
data.
is the
This
pivot
is the
table.
pivot table. This is
Yeah,
pivot
this
table.
is this is pivot table. So
Okay, this is
week
the
1
data.
also has pivot table, week 2 has pivot table, week 3 has pivot table. That pivot table is copy pasted in CS file. उसका हर एक pivot table का data उसके left hand side पे ही है.
If this is the output of pivot table and this is what you want to generate, right? ठीक है. What is the challenge which is coming currently? ठीक है. Power BI में कर सकते हैं and it might take some time initially to develop it, but then after that it will be simple refresh. What is the current challenge which you want to solve using Power BI जो Excel में problem कर रहा है?
एक्सेल में कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं कर रहा है, मेरे को सिर्फ सीखना था कि पावर बीआई में सिर्फ ये रॉ डेटा लेके हम कैसे ग्राफ और एनालिसिस कर
So
सकते हैं.
Power BI में if you, so what you should do is put this file in, so I will just tell you the method, okay? And then you can practice it later क्योंकि करने बैठेंगे तो बहुत टाइम लगेगा.
Okay.
So you take this file, if this is the only file, and put it inside a folder,
Okay.
okay, which is having July week 1, week 2, week 3.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have it for June also? June, May, or
No.
कभी आएगा? मतलब next time कब
आएगा
करोगे?
आएगा हाँ, अगस्त का भी आएगा ना.
For August you will create a new file or you will have it in the same file?
Whatever you say.
What is easier for you? ठीक है, चलेगा. So there is one sheet which is having different tabs. Okay. This is week 1, this is week 2, week 3, week 4, and then maybe another month, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So put it in a folder. Okay. Watch section 2 of Power BI course, or maybe you can go for Power Query course also. Okay. There is an exercise of append, okay, multiple sheets within a file, something like that. Okay. So that file will give you that consolidated table from all these sheets, week 1, week 2, week 3, सब उसमें आ जाएंगे.
Okay.
Okay. So you will have a simple table like this, where week will be there. If that is there in the column somewhere, you can identify through the dates or something. So, or you can use the sheet names also. So that week will be there and all the data sets will be there in different rows. ठीक है? So this will be something similar to this data set, which is a consolidated data set. I think this is having 2-3 weeks data or maybe more than that.
15 days, yeah.
Okay. Once this table is there, then currently what you are doing, you are creating a pivot table. Okay. But if I'm doing this data using Power Query inside Power BI, so I can create any charts also. I will create maybe this table matrix. This table may I can bring my dates in the row section. Okay, date wise and whatever you want. Then I can bring my quantity in the value section. Okay, but I don't want sum. So treat quantity as your temperature. Okay, I don't want sum. What I want maybe the maximum or minimum. I want to see what was the maximum on that day. So it gave you maximum also. And here you can see it is there for each month, quarter, date, whatever you want to put in the left side, that's still available. Okay. So for each date, you can see what was the minimum, what was the maximum. And whatever number of elements you were having in that Excel file, let's see that Excel file also. you are having average. Average can come from the same method. You can create a measure also, minimum measures, maximum measures, start time and end time. This also can be done using the same thing of minimum or maximum. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever you have done in this pivot table, exactly same thing can be done here in the value section using these arrows or by creating measures.
Okay.
The process is same. It's same. This particular visual is exactly same like our pivot tables.
Okay.
So जो वहाँ पे क्या है, same can be replicated here. And after that, next time it's just refresh. So major problem which currently you are having in your model is how to combine week 1 with week 2 with week 3. I think when I displayed it to you, we manually copy pasted उस time पे,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But when the number of months and number of weeks are increasing, then manual work will again bother you. So that part can be solved using Power Query. You can keep it in pivot table or you can transfer it to Power BI also.
Okay. And
Hmm.
because we have so many WAN numbers, the simplest way to do visual display would be using slicer only, right?
So if you have something a lot, then I think that is not the important part of your visual.
No,
Driver name may be more
driver
important.
name नहीं चाहिए, WAN number चाहिए because
WAN number के हिसाब
WAN
से कीजिए report. You can put WAN number into the rows and then create your report. You can put WAN number into the report here. Whatever you want to put, you can put that into the row section. So WAN number you have, keep the WAN number. But which WAN number you are interested in?
all the WAN numbers, no, only then
All,
I will
but
be able to understand which one has problem.
okay, but what are this report is solving what problem? Let me ask it other way.
It helps me understand if the chiller is working like if the chiller is maintaining the temperature for that particular WAN or no. And throughout the
And
delivery,
how do you identify what is the optimum range for maintaining the temperature?
So the food safety guidelines, the food temperature has to be less than 5 degrees Celsius. So that is why there is a conditional formatting put in the cells. If there's anything above 5, it highlights as red.
So then think that way. Okay, so WAN is not important. Which WAN is not following that range is important. Okay. उसके बाद, even if there are 1,000 WANs, it doesn't matter to us. We are only interested in WANs which are not following the range. Right. Now, conditional formatting you can apply here. Conditional formatting you can apply in Power BI also. So, or maybe you can filter it based on that condition. Okay. That if my minimum temperature goes below certain point, then it should be highlighted. If my maximum temperature goes above certain point, it should be highlighted. Okay.
It
So
should be
only
highlighted in Power Query.
no. Power Query's role is not to highlight. Power Query's role is to consolidate data, to clean data. It is the role of the visual which you want to use in the final presentation to highlight those things.
Can
Okay,
you
let me
show
give
the
you a
sales
simple.
data how to highlight?
So let's say this is the data, and here you can see all the numbers are there. Let's make it on day wise based on the universities. Okay, and I am just bringing my quantity. So this is the number.
Yeah.
I want to highlight the cells where I have done less than 10K. Maybe that's my benchmark. उससे नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए.
Okay.
So I will go here in this drop down and then conditional formatting. In what way you want to highlight? Icons, data bars, font color, background color. So let's go for background color. So when I click on background color, it gives me a gradient first. So then continuously it will change from light shade to dark shade. But then I will get confused when it is changing because the colors change very gradually. What I will say, rather than going for a gradient, I will go for a rule based on values. Which value? Sum of quantity or any measure which you want to use. Okay, what is the rule? The rule says that if my number is greater than, let's change it to minimum value. Okay. So if my number is greater than the minimum value, because if I say is greater than 5,000 or maybe greater than 0, maybe there is some quantity which is negative also. So that's why I'm keeping it blank so that it automatically picks up the minimum value from the data. Okay. So from the minimum value until what point? Until 10,000. What color I want to give? Maybe this red color. And if you have any more rules, you can go for that. Let's go for one more new rule. From 10,000, which is a value, up to what point? Up to maybe 15,000. I want to highlight it in the form of yellow color. And let's keep one more. From 15,000 number until I don't know what will be the maximum value. So I will remove that part and it automatically picks up the maximum value. What should be the color? Let's go for something which is green. And click OK. Now look at the numbers. This is yellow because it is between 10 to 15. It is more than 15, so green. And red, less than 10,000. So same way you can define your temperature ranges for each column.
Okay. The same can be done for graphical presentation also?
Yes, yes, same can be done for graphical presentation also.
Okay.
Okay. So if let's say I create, not in this, let's go for something else. So this is the chart. Here the color is common for all the countries because there is no other KPI. So when you go into this, you have option of columns. And when I open it, it shows color. But this is the manual color, which will be applied for all the countries. Maybe you have some certain conditions. So to write the condition of the formatting, you can use this FX icon. So wherever you see FX icon in the formatting panel, that means it is related to something conditional. If it is color, it will be conditional color. If it is a value, if it is a title, it can be changed conditionally using some formula. So you click on this FX, it will open the same panel again, and you go same route.
Okay.
Okay. This works in majority of the charts. Some charts may not have a color kind of like objective. So there you might not find it, but majority of the places it will be there.
Okay.
Okay. Next question.
Is it okay to ask an Excel sheet out?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Share your screen.
So basically, I have this commas, yeah.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah. You have this comma. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, is it possible that in one tab we are able to have multiple, like if I want to show in lakhs and if I want to show in millions? I mean, the American system and Indian system, or is it possible on the same summary, same tab, or?
It is possible. It's just that the formatting codes for both are different. Okay. So I don't remember the formatting code for lakhs. Okay. It might be there in the comment section of our course, or maybe we can like share it later on in the group. Okay. But what you need to do, ठीक है, वो मैं बता देता हूँ. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say In one of the tab, I want to show it like 1,250, 000, full number, but comma separated.
Yeah.
But in another cell, I want to show it like 2 million, simple. Okay. So there are two different kind of possibilities. So I will request a control on your machine so that
Yeah.
I can operate it. Please allow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, if I go here, let's go with this one. ये
Yeah.
तो मैं आपने okay. Control 1 is the shortcut.
Yeah.
Here you need to go into this custom form.
Custom. Yeah.
And this is the current code which you are using.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the current code which you are using.
Yeah.
So on Google or ChatGPT, wherever you can find
क्लास चालू चल रहा है
lakh related code, you just need to paste it over here. Okay.
Lakh related code. Okay. Okay. Understand.
So let's say I want to show it in millions. मेरे को lakh वाला याद नहीं है, इतना
Okay.
काम नहीं करते अभी. Okay, but
Okay.
वो मिल जाए. Let's say I want to show it in millions. So I will just remove this part, whatever is the existing part, and I will say hash comma hash hash 0 hash hash 0. Okay. So do you see this is how it will appear with this
Yeah.
code.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't want to see full million. Million is a big unit. मेरे को इतना डिटेल में नहीं देखना है, right?
Yeah.
I will use comma. So you can see now it is showing in thousands.
Yeah.
And I can put one more comma. Now it is showing in millions.
Yeah.
And then I can type maybe double quote, close the double quote, and it shows 2 million.
Yeah. This is in the course. I read. I
Huh.
was able to read this in the course.
All we need to do is find this kind of code for relevant display which you want, and then use it in different cell areas,
Understand.
and
Understand.
it will work.
We need for lakhs. Yeah.
हाँ, we need for lakhs वो होगा अपने कोर्स में कहीं पे, मे बी मैंने कमेंट में कहीं तो डाला था. It may be there. याद नहीं है मेरे को बस.
ठीक. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
That's it. Any other questions?
Akhilesh, while publishing the data, did we
Mhm.
cover the rights and permissions? Because I am not aware if I attended it.
What kind of rights and permissions?
Like when we are publishing the data, only these kind of set of people can see the data.
Go through the last section, Priya. You will find it over there. Last
Okay.
module of the course.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Let me check it out. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. It's basically two permissions which are generally given to when you are sharing any report. One is whether he can share it with others or not. And the second one is whether the person can use the underlying data set and the model to create his own visuals. Okay, so these are the two main permissions, and generally you should uncheck both. You should not give them those rights. But if he is your senior, maybe he is allowed to share it further to other people also. But there also I say that do not give that right to that person, even if he is your senior, because he may not have that understanding of how to share it properly and safely. So better to avoid it and let him ask you to share it to whatever person needs access.
Okay, got it. I'll watch
हाँ.
that.
But it is there in the last section of the course. उसमें मिल जाएगा. Next.
Akhilesh sir, I'll share my screen. I have some doubts. I tried creating a dashboard for one of my projects, and I'm facing some issues. I'll explain you with the help of my spreadsheet.
Sure.
So this is just a few rows of data. Actually, this data runs in thousands. So I was just trying to put things so that it's easy for me to explain the concern.
Yeah.
So there is one time which is our defined time that that a trip need to start at this scheduled time, and then we have an actual time on which the trip has actually started.
Yeah.
Now, based on these two timings, I derive a category and an outcome that in case means we have given some tolerance. If a trip has started within 5 minutes, I consider it as on time, and anything beyond 5 minutes is treated as delayed. Then
Okay.
even in delay also we have multiple categories. Delay up to 15 minutes is categorized under category A, and any further delay is categorized under category B. So all these things, what I have highlighted just now, I have successfully done in Power BI. However, I couldn't find the right measure to do it. So I had to create columns and do all these three things individually. Now, means till the time data is small, I can do it. However, as I keep on building data day on a day basis, because this data will have approximately like, say 50,000 rows a day. So if I keep on doing the same way, the file will become too heavy and it will become difficult to manage in future.
How you are doing it in
Okay.
Excel currently?
No, I have done this in Power BI, but I have created rows.
You have
Sorry,
created
I have
additional
created
columns, right?
multiple columns,
Huh.
not rows. I have created multiple columns for that.
That's fine. You can. Did you do it inside the Power Query or outside Power Query?
In Power Query.
It's okay. It's fine. That's the
Because
best.
when the data will keep on getting developed, and there will be times when I'll have millions of data. In that case, won't it slow down?
उतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा obviously. If you can reduce the number of columns, it can be helpful to reduce when the data set is larger. But if you are only including these 1 or 2 columns, it's okay currently. It can be done without Power Query also, but Power Query is actually faster. Okay, so let it be there.
Okay.
You can
If
use
it is okay.
relationship method also. Okay, but the problem with the relationship method is what can be your minimum or maximum, what we call delay. What can be your
Okay.
maximum delay? Do you have
Which
that
I
idea?
don't know. I need to test because so far I have only added data for 4 to 5 months, but I'm
But
planning to add
those 4
more
to 5
to it.
months, what was your maximum delay?
No, I haven't encountered any delay, but what I'm trying to say is I want to use measures instead of putting these columns. So
No,
what
for,
is
for these things, measures won't be effective because
Okay.
each transaction is of different nature. Category A on time, on like category B. So measures are good when you need one single result. And यहाँ पे one single result possible नहीं है because for each line it is a different category,
Correct.
right? So that's
Okay.
why it has to be done on row level.
Row level.
Now,
Okay.
row level,
Okay.
if it has to be done, either you create new columns in the table outside Power Query using some functions like if the delay is this much, then this, if delay is this much, then this, something like that. Or you do it inside Power Query using that conditional statement, I guess. आपने वही
Yeah,
किया होगा
exactly. That's what I have done. I have used conditional columns for each of the 3 columns that you see in front of you, because I couldn't find any other method to do it efficiently.
Okay.
And one more thing,
That's
what
one approach, Minal. I will like give you time to explain yourself. Second approach can be if you know what is the minimum and maximum like delay, then maybe you can create a mapping table. Okay, 1 minute on time, 2 minute on time, 3 minutes on time, 4 minutes on time, and 6th minute it is category A or something like that. Okay. अगर वो मेरे पास limited options हैं, if let's say I have only my bus can be delayed at the max by 60 minutes. Generally, Dubai is efficient, so 60 minutes is also very rare to see. Okay, तो मैं 60 lines का एक mapping table बनाऊंगा. I will write down each minute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 up to 60, and I will map each minute whether it was on time or category A or category B, something like that. Okay. So then I will use relationship. I will not create the new columns, because when we create new columns on a million rows, we are generating 1 million cells. But मेरा possibilities क्या है? Only 60. So let me use it using a relationship. Okay.
Okay,
That can be your
this is
next.
one.
Ah.
Yeah, this is something good that you have told, sir. Even in this case, probably I will have only 1 to 20, because any delay more than 20 we consider not operated. So that's a different thing. But this is something good that you have told. We can create a mapping, and my mapping is limited to a maximum of 20 or maybe 30 sometimes.
हाँ.
This is
So
one
30
thing, sir.
तक रखो, like 20 rows or 30 rows, that doesn't make much of difference, right?
Correct.
Keep it a little more. So all
Sir,
now, out of the multiple columns, all you have to create is the difference column, the delay column. Okay.
correct.
That will reduce some load.
Correct. And second thing, what I have noticed when I export this to Power BI, जो मेरे टाइम के कॉलम्स हैं वो प्रॉपरली टाइम शो कर रहे हैं, बट जब मैं ये ऑपरेशंस करता हूँ टाइम 2 माइनस टाइम 1, तो जो पावर बीआई में रिजल्ट आ रहा है वो टाइम के फॉर्मेट में नहीं आ रहा है. इट्स गिविंग मी अ वेरी डेसिमल नंबर.
It is a fraction, right?
Yeah, it's a fractional number.
So it is a
I
fraction,
tried
right? Because
yeah,
can you type select this cell and type 1, any cell. Okay, and press Control Shift Control 1. Press Control 1. And go for time, 5th category, and select any formatting. That's okay. Okay. Now currently it is okay. It's time, right? Can you type 0.25 in the same cell? Did you see? It gave you 6 hours.
Yeah, this is like 0.25 means 1/4 of the day.
1/4 of the day, which means 6 hours of the day. Okay.
Correct.
And same way, if you type something like not 0.25, maybe 0.125. 3 hours.
3 hours.
Okay. So that fraction represents the duration only. Maybe you can,
Okay.
you don't need to go for time formatting. You multiply it with something so that so when you want to show 1, it represents 1 minute, and you name the column as minute itself. You don't need to go into the time formatting or duration formatting.
Okay. Okay.
So
Understood.
multiply it by 24, multiply it by 60, automatically you will get the whole number in your
Okay.
normal
Okay.
format. Okay.
Anyways, if my formulas are working fine, I don't think we need to be bothered about it. I just thought to check with you, because means I was expecting an operation between two times should give me a time only in Power BI, but it's giving me a fraction. But still, okay, I don't see there is any flaw
Yeah.
in the formula, but I just wanted to confirm that is there any way by which we can change also?
Yeah, you can try the different data types. There is a duration data type also. Try that if that works. Otherwise, multiply it and keep it as normal numbers. Nothing easier than managing normal numeric columns. Okay.
Okay. Okay. There is one more thing which I wanted to show you.
Okay.
I think we can leave it for the time being here.
Okay, fine. Next person, guys.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Akhilesh, one question.
Hi, Arvind.
Arvind.
बताइए.
So actually my question is I'm trying to bring my dashboard into the PowerPoint by inserting a Power BI link, right? but I'm getting some error. I think I don't know if it's my company IT security. It has disabled something, or am I doing it
How
in the
are you
wrong?
doing it?
I'm going to the, let me share the screen.
Hmm.
So let's say this is I try to insert,
Okay.
and then I get this error.
Did you click on Power BI tiles?
Huh? Power BI?
Click on Power BI tiles.
Tiles.
Delete this.
This one?
Delete this.
Okay, delete.
Okay. Click on the Power BI, which is there in the menu in the middle.
This one?
Yes, that one.
When I click, this is what I get.
I am also having same issue. I requested our IT to check.
Okay. Because I got from Power BI web, I got the link which I thought I can insert, but it's not giving me like any option.
I think it is something to do with the permissions
Yeah.
from your IT. Otherwise, this will simply give you a box where you will put that link.
Yeah. Okay.
Check with your IT.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they might have done it unknowingly. That may also be possible. They might have done it unknowingly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
So can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
One second.
Yeah.
So for this one, you mentioned to change the summarization for the field to no summarization, right?
Okay. First, make it a table. Okay. Before the chart, make it a table so that you understand, okay, it is coming correctly or not. Make it matrix, the fifth line, fifth icon in the visuals. Upper one, upper right side. Yeah. Okay.
It is not coming correct because यहाँ पे वो
It is
अपने
not
आप
coming correct. तो
value
पहले
में
यहाँ पे correct
count
करो.
ले रहा है.
Yes. So first, let us correct it here and then focus on the visuals. Okay. So it is taking count. Do you want count?
No, I want the actual value.
Actual values.
Hmm.
On day by day.
Yes, for this particular one.
For this particular van, how many entries could be there for a day for this particular van?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
So then even if it is getting summed, it doesn't matter to you, right? Only one sum will be there for one value, which will be same as value. So do not make it sum or average. Better to take it average, even if let's say दो बार आता है वो. तो average
So
would be.
average of average करके आ रहा है.
हाँ, so average of average आने दो. Your values will be still same.
Yeah.
Because there is only one value, right? So even if it
Yes.
is average, it will still show the same number.
Okay.
Okay. Because if you say don't summarize, then it behaves like a text, and then you cannot do anything.
Okay.
It can be only counted.
Okay.
Okay. And now you can create your charts and other things, whatever you want.
And if I do for all the bands together, then how do I show?
Then chart will be difficult.
फिर device करना पड़ेगा ना उसको.
Make it a line chart. Make it a line chart. So here, average when number, you need to take it into the legend side. When number, take it into legend. Yeah, put it over there. When number, take it into legend. Remove it from the top. Yeah. Okay. This is how it will look. So many events, the temperatures up and down for each day. So, but now if you create a slicer on left or right and select one van or two vans at a time, then it will make sense.
Okay.
No, first come out of this visual. No. First come out of this visual. Undo, remove, reduce the size of this visual. Now create a slicer somewhere outside on this. Put your van numbers over here. Okay. And maybe you can select one at a time, two at a time, three at a time. So only 3 lines will be appearing. And then your chart will start like looking better for consumption. Okay. This is only one van. So it shows which days it went above your expectations or below your expectations. Maybe एक और select करो using control key. Select control key and select one more. Control key is working or not working?
Okay. But it's selecting only one at a time.
Only one. So go for the normal slicer. There is a slicer in the 5th line, 3rd icon. Upper one. इसके ऊपर ही है एक. 5th line, 3rd icon. Yes, this one. Upper one. Yeah. Use control key now. So do you see? You can compare 2 vans, 3 vans.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
I think you can put minimum and maximum line also on the graph. No?
Yes, you can improve it. Objective क्या है उसके हिसाब से you can improve it. Okay, guys. I think आज के लिए काफी. Anyone else having any urgent questions? We can take it. Otherwise, let's call it today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sushil.
Thank you.
चलिए
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.
Thank you all.